personalities and important guests arriving from all over Nigeria to witness the occasion. Military Governor of the North Central State, Brigadier Abbakari, who was at one time a student in Zaria, arrived to perform the installation ceremony. The actual traditional installation began with the wearing of al-Kebba on the new Emir by the Madal chief. Then the chief imam of Zaria administered the oath of allegiance. In his address before handing over the staff of office, Brigadier Abbakari called on Alhaji Shehu Idris to ensure that the standard of efficiency in Zaria Emirate was improved upon, stressing on cooperation with the military stable system of local administration. Then the letter of appointment, the staff of office, and two traditional flags presented by Sheikh Usman Domfodio were handed over to the new Emir by the military governor, who also predicted a very bright future for both the ruler and his emirate. Thanking the military governor for appointing him, Alhaji Shehu Idris promised that he and his councillors would do their utmost to completely wipe out the remnants of prejudice, nepotism, selfishness, and tribalism in the emirate. After the installation, it was then time for the councillors and district heads, led by the Waziri, to pay their traditional homage to the new ruler of Zazzau. Soon after, both the state military governor and the emir took their seats with other guests to see the district heads mounted with their followers ride past in a Durbar to honor the new emir. The Waziri, Madaki, Wakili and Sarkin led the procession of horse riders, musicians, dancers, showmen and artists of different kinds, amidst cheering crowds.
Baba.
professional showmen thrilled the spectators with their charm as they came and passed. Some artists kept the invited guests spellbound by the way they handled knives, swords, and spears. Durbar is complete without the Jahi. For this, the horsemen charged, thundering towards the new ruler and guests, waving their weapons in a warlike manner, the traditional manner of greeting a spiritual leader. This was one Jahi with a difference, as polo players participated, waving their polo sticks like spears. In the evening, emirs from all parts of the country, the military governors of Lagos, Northeast, Kano and Northwestern states, all gathered again at the emir's palace for an evening of traditional dances and entertainment. The first group to appear was the Emir of Zaria's personal band, complete with their trumpets and large drums. And so the groups continued while the spectators roared with applause. Popularly known as Hausa Bakwai. Others are Daura, Kano, Zamfara, Gobir, Katsina and Rano. The first rulers of the 7 Hausa states originated from the ancient and historic town of Daura. Dancers from all parts of the north-central state came for the occasion, which clearly shows the popularity of the newly installed Emir of Zaria. Sankama, who happened to be more of a jester than a dancer or warrior, stole the show and made spectators laugh to their fill. Pretending that bag to be a log of wood, he would throw it up to catch it with his back, only to swerve at the last fraction of a second. Southeastern state women dancers resident in Zaria also contributed to the show by entertaining the crowds to their own style of singing and dancing. Talking of Nigeria or North Central State in particular, one must mention farming or agriculture, and several groups of farm dancers thrilled the invited guests with their mastery in handling the farming implements. Over 100,000 people attended the installation ceremony of Alhaji Shehu Idris, the 18th Fulani Emir of Zaria. Born in 1936, the son of late Malam Idris Auta and grandson of the 10th Fulani Emir of Zaria, Malam Sambo, Alhaji Shehu hailed from the Katsina dynasty founded by Abdul Karim. Educated at Zaria Middle School and Katsina Teachers Training College, he studied native treasury accounting in Zaria and public administration in Australia. Long may he reign with lots of success and prosperity for the Emirate.